Welcome to the Encore Audio Archives YouTube channel. I'm Taper Dave, and this is my channel. I've uploaded hundreds of talks here that I've recorded at meetings in West LA, and I've also recorded conventions starting in 2013. I've got a bunch of those up. And Walt and Mary Murray, the original owners of Encore Audio Archives, started the company in the 80s, and Walt recorded Joe and Charlie's and a bunch of stuff down in Vista, California. My sobriety date is June 20th of 1994. I hope you find something you like, so please like and subscribe to my channel and comment down below. If you want to hear something that I don't have or that you don't see, I'll see that I get it. Anyways, take care and have a great day if you want to.
It's good to be here. Not really, but... gotta be a real alcoholic to drive out here from Hollywood. I know I'd drive a lot further if I wanted to get some heroin. Not that I'm judging all the alcoholics that ain't here or nothing, but what it was like, what happened, what it's like now. Fuck. Well, I was born in England, really, and I was born blah 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 blah. I know I'm 7 years. I was 7 years sober in October, on the 28th of October, and I've relapsed or used. I had 3 years of sobriety twice, and relapsed, and decided to do some more using, and because I believe that the relapse happens way before I actually pick up a drink or take a drug. And I've actually been around this program 13 years now, and all the times I relapsed, I was lucky enough just to stay out and for a couple of weeks at a time. And as soon as I used to like heroin, and as soon as I relapsed on heroin, that first 10 seconds was fantastic. But then AA kicked in, and ruined it. And I had to really fucking use a lot to not think about AA on them times that I relapsed. And you know, I was done 13 years ago, but I avoided doing the steps. And yeah, I pretty much didn't do any of the steps. I always say it was because I didn't do a full step, but I really didn't do any steps. I just used to come to meetings and think that was enough, and it wasn't, and it was it just got too painful just to be dry. I'd rather you know, I eventually had to use, or I would go crazy. And used to get very angry. And this time around, I had a sponsor who I liked and felt comfortable and safe with. And he really worked with me to do the steps. He really explained it to me, how to do the steps. I guess I didn't have bad luck with sponsors before, but they didn't really, they kind of said, okay, this is what you do, and then just left it up to me to do it, and I was incapable at the time. I was really messed up when I first came around the program 13 years ago. I actually haven't had a drink in 13 years, and but I'm definitely an alcoholic. But when I relapse, I choose not to drink. It was like a sick thing in my head, you know. Heroin be okay, but don't drink, you know. And so I'm kind of proud of myself that I haven't had a. I'm at a weird place right now in my sobriety. I love being sober, and I'm really grateful that it's no hardship for me to still want to go to AA meetings. You know, I still go to 4 or 5 a week, and I enjoy it. You know, I like to hear the same old bullshit that you hear in every meeting, and I like to be around other alcoholics. I'm not interested in not going to meetings because that's where it all starts for me to go wrong. I stop going to meetings, God disappears, and everything, it all goes wrong from there. And over the years I've been around here, people just disappear. It's amazing how many people come into this fellowship and decide it's not for them, you know. I mean, if every alcoholic got this program, we'd be having meetings at the Forum, you know, and fucking Colosseums, you know what I mean? But it don't work like that, and I'm so fucking grateful that I finally got it, you know, got it as far as knowing what I need to do if I start getting in trouble. I'm really all over the place. I didn't have a great upbringing when I was a child. I was the only child. I've never met my real father. I had a stepfather and my mother, and she had me when she was 17. And my mum's still with my stepfather, and he was abusive, and we were very, 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 very poor. And I don't believe that has anything to do with my alcoholism. I believe that I was born an alcoholic. I realized I was an alcoholic before I ever knew what fucking alcohol was. By looking back when I was really young at my behavior was totally alcoholic, even as like a 2-year-old, 4-year-old. I don't believe that alcoholism comes from bad things that happen to you, or it might bring it on a bit quicker, but I believe that that's just the luck of the draw, you know. And I had a great time as well. I'm not putting a lot of it down. I had a lot of fun. I was very successful at an early age as a musician. Well, some people call it music, but it was good. It was fun. If you're wondering what band it was a band called the Sex Pistols, and it was a license just to fucking go crazy, and it was perfect for me being an alcoholic. And the more crazy I got, and the more it was accepted, and thought, oh, there goes them bad boys again, you know. And it was all right, and it worked for many years. I could just act out as sleazy as possible, and I loved it for many years. And but it all comes to an end. All the partying, the party ends, but I didn't know what else to do but to keep going for years. And someone brought me to a meeting like 20 years ago, and I didn't understand what it was all about. I was uncomfortable, I know that, sitting in a meeting, and I didn't hear a thing or whatever. I think I only got sober when I was really ready. I was desperate. That's how I got sober. I didn't have a penny on me. I was walking up and down Hollywood Boulevard with no clothes and sleeping on people's couches. And if that wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have got sober. If I was still on top with loads of money, I wouldn't have got sober. I had no interest. Even when I got sober 13 years ago, I didn't have any interest in getting sober. I was sick of what I was doing, and this woman who I knew from a few years before told me if I went to meetings, she'd let me sleep in her spare room, and she got me in this rehab in Tarzana. And I said, sure, I'd do it, because I was so fucking sick of waking up or whatever I was doing, breaking into someone's house, trying to get some money, trying to find somewhere to score, doing some dope, and starting all over again. I was done, man. I was doing that for years, and I was so fucking sick of it. And, God works in mysterious ways. And that's the way I got this program. That's the way I was introduced to it, where I kind of got involved in it. But then again, like I said, I didn't work any steps for years. But I knew that this was the place to be. I didn't learn at school. I was a real thicko at school. I never wanted to read anything or learn or write. All I wanted to do was sit at the back of the class and dream. And that's what I used to do. I used to go in, I was in a real stupid class, and I used to try and sneak into my class when my friends were. They were a bit brighter than me, and I just used to sit in the back and just, had no interest in school. So that's why the steps were such a hardship to me, because it's like reading, and that fucking book is so boring looking, that blue book. And I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't ever bother with the steps. And then I found that you could get all the big book on tape, and then I actually got that and listened to it, and listened to it at night, and it would always put me asleep. And but that was a good way for me to kind of get it. How about this weather? Huh? Crazy. It's terrible. It's scary driving in this town, man. Fucking scary. It's like there's a good chance someone's going to whack into you, It rains a lot where I'm from, so you kind of get used to it. But it's chaos here when it rains. I'm not a big fan of the rain, though. It always reminds me of my past a lot, and because just that overcast weather just makes me want to shoot heroin. It's very depressing. I'm completely gone blank. I don't know what I'm talking about. I had a big plan, what I was going to say when I got up here. I didn't realise the meeting was going to be half empty. I didn't think of that part, see. But couple of minutes, right? Whatever done. For you two newcomers that put your hands up, I'm sure there's more, but you probably haven't heard a word I said. Hopefully you have, or you'll hear something that make you stay around here. It's the best, definitely one of the best things that's ever happened to me is to stumble across this program, and you'll be fucking amazed at what happens to you if you stick around and get involved, and not just like, well, whatever you have to do, whatever you have to do is fucking fine, as long as you keep coming back, and just keep coming back, something will happen to you, and thanks for being here.
Sorry to interrupt your viewing. Taper Dave here. Just wanted to take a second to ask you to like and subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you like what you're listening. I've got some very good talks here, and this one's a great one. Just curious, do you think this is better than Zoom? Tell me what you think. Okay, this is how I prepare my drone for launching. I like to do it inside the cab of my truck so I'm not standing outside in the weather. To install the joysticks for control, up and down, right and left, powered on. I have an Android phone that I use to connect it to the drone with. And it's actually controlled through the iPhone, through an app. Oops, wrong way. It's actually controlled through the iPhone, or through this Android phone, through the app. It's actually controlled through the Android phone, through an app, and you connect it through this short connection right here.
Remote control connected.
Remote control's connected. So I pull out the drone. I have to extend the legs. Long legs extended first, then the short legs. Remove the gimbal protector. Set that aside, then power it on one short burst, then one long burst. I lay it down. So I have to go to calibrate. So the drone's not connected yet. It shows you here as this drone gets disconnected, even though the remote's powered on. So the drone has to establish it's connected. So I go into the app to calibration mode. First I'll calibrate the remote controller. Start calibration. Out, in, out, in, up, down, and then this little wheel is to control the gimbal. So it's calibrated. Go to gimbal calibration, start calibration, and then it calibrates the gimbal. I don't know if that shows up. The gimbal's moving all over the place. Changes, you can see it on the video. And I'm calibrated to take off. It's acquired 7 satellites at the moment. There are 26 satellites up in the sky, which it has to acquire before you can take off. So it's connected. It's got enough satellites. This is white. I can go to press this little arrow button, swipe right to take off, and it would start the motors if I slid this to the right, but I'll wait till I get outside. Don't want to do it inside.